Welcome back to the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Southeast Termite and Pest Control and by Wave Tech. Mosquitoes, termites, wildlife. If you got to deal with any of that stuff in your yard or in your home, your business, call Southeast Termite and Pest Control. They've been doing it since 1971. Great company, locally owned. And Wave Tech, they are open right now. Check them out, wavetechknoxville.com, to get all the information you need about all the stuff that they do, and it's many, many things. wavetechknoxville.com is their website. Check them out. Both open for business right now. Okay, it's the year 2020, so each week we're doing a Hindsight 2020 where we look back at great plays, great players, great games, etc. I asked Mike and Josh this week to tell me their most memorable offensive play in Tennessee. And whenever you do one of these, people read them differently. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes. Mike Strange, let's put up yours, your most memorable play. T. Martin scramble.
The Tennessee's first ever overtime game. And I kind of did this. At the time it happened, there was so much going on. Pandemonium reigned. It didn't stick out that much. But over the years, as I thought about Tennessee winning that national championship, and this play has just become bigger and bigger and bigger in my mind. It's overtime at 17-17. Tennessee throws two incomplete passes, and they get a holding call. So now they're backed up to the 38. It's going to be 3rd and 20-something, and they're going to have to kick a 55-yard field goal if they don't do something. And on that 3rd down, T. Martin scrambled 14 yards, got to the 24-yard line. Didn't make the first down, still 3rd long, but that made it a 41-yard field goal. Now, not to say Jeff Hall might not have made a 55-yard field goal because he was a senior and he was clutch. But, boy, that 14 yards made all the difference.
I'm sure Jeff appreciated the yardage.
I'm sure he did, yeah.
All right, there we go. And that obviously key win on the route to the BCS title. Josh Ward, most memorable offensive play. What do we got?
Well, it seems to be that wins and performances against Florida are memorable, right? So I'm going to go with Travis Stevens. It's in the 4th quarter. Tennessee is trailing. Florida's just kicked a field goal to take the lead, and he busts off a run close to 70 yards where this is Travis Stevens, who at this point has had a terrific senior year. Remember, the games played, as you see, December 1st at the end of the year because of 9/11, and he busts through the safety at the 50-yard line, ends up putting Tennessee in a position where then they're able to go to Jabari Davis at the goal line in for a touchdown. That ends up being the difference in the game. They hold off Florida on the 2-point conversion and win 34-32. If Travis Stevens doesn't make that run, I don't know that Tennessee, I would say Tennessee probably doesn't beat Florida. It's a huge day and a huge season for Travis Stevens.
It was. That's one of Mike Griffith's favorite all-time football games. First win at the Swamp since 1971 for the Volunteers, that one was. All right, now here's mine. I go back, as I often do, to 1986. That Sugar Bowl stands out. Jeff Powell's 60-yard touchdown run. I think if you're over 40 as a Vol fan, I know there are people right now going, over 40, you may as well be 100. But if you're over 40, that game sticks out like no other, even more than the Florida State National Championship game. And Jeff Powell's run was what sealed it. That was the game breaker. So where Bud Ford said that was his favorite John Ward call of all time. And I think it was a defining moment for the program at that era. Tennessee hadn't finished in the AP poll in 10 years prior to that. They went on to finish final AP poll 16 of the next 20 years. That was the punctuation of that game, of that year, of we are back. So the Jeff Powell run to me. Yep. What's interesting, and I'll ask you this, there has been, in the history of Tennessee football, there has been one game that was won at the end on a Hail Mary. The Hail Mary against Georgia didn't make our list. Why?
Well, I'll tell you why for me, because when I first read it, even though it said memorable, I thought important. So I'm thinking, what's more important?
Right.
The T. Martin Scramble National Championship. But memorable, yeah. You got to go some to top the Hail Mary at Georgia.
Yeah, and it came to mind, Stevens came to mind first. It was Juwan and Joey Kent, play number 1.
Yep.
You also think about the Kent
Manning
play.
to Kent versus Alabama.
Yeah, you think about that because of the importance and also the John Ward call, right, on play number 1. But Juwan Jennings, if you went more recent, if you went in the last 10 years, I think that's going to be number 1 for most.
And I also thought about the T. Martin to Peerless Price, obviously in the Fiesta Bowl.
You know what else occurred to me? Johnny Butler's run against Alabama.
Well, it's our most memorable. It's
Yeah,
the ones
right.
we've seen.
Okay,
Also,
right.
So,
Juwan said
unless you saw that one.
No,
You didn't
just
see it.
I've seen the video of it.
You're a
but-
Hall of Fame
yeah.
writer, but you weren't around for that one.
No.
Okay.
Juwan
No,
also said that's his second favorite play. Burning Tabor against Florida was his number one. So I
right.
guess if we're going to take Juwan's own personal rankings,
you
the
go.
Florida game tops it.
All right. Are the Vols going to be back in black? That's what the coaches are talking about. So we'll talk about that next. Come on back.